Big ups. He's grinding the herbs as Aurelia is pouring her mixture into the bottle. And you ask him that exact question. Would you like to learn how to swing a cleaver? And he looks at you and goes, oh no, that is, I don't fight. I am afraid and I don't like battle. I'm not suited. I'm too small. But that is a job best left for the big guys like you. I've seen you. You're very good. You hit all kinds of things.
Oh, thank you.
You've saved the group many times, and I appreciate that. And I don't mean any disrespect, but I don't do the swinging of the swords and the sharp things.
23 months. You're not late, Grim. You arrived just on time.
I have a question. For big ups. I'm gonna...
Also, good morning.
I'm gonna walk over to Big Ups and Aurelia while they're making their potion. And I'm gonna be like, excuse me, Big Ups, I have a question. Have you ever made arrows before?
So you don't have to be the DM to mess with them. Good morning.
No.
Good morning.
And he looks to Belle. Arrows?
Dana, can I pull one out of your quiver?
Oh yeah. I pull one out of.
It's afternoon, sir. Well, he
my
just woke
quiver,
up.
just like one of my plain arrows, and I just like put it on the ground next to him so that he can look at it. I'm gonna be like, I've been meaning to try and kind of learn how to make my own. Just in the case that we have a lot of time in between towns and like I'm not able to like buy more and stuff. But I was wondering if, while I'm trying to figure out how to make them myself, if you wanted to also learn with me. I don't know if that would be helpful for you at all. But if you wanted to do it with me, you're more than welcome to. But you don't have to.
Well, if it's all okay with Belle, I would like to help out any way I could. I can't shoot arrows and I can't swing swords, but I can make things.
I understand.
I've always been good at making things.
It is
kind
afternoon.
Of
That's fair.
in who I am.
Yeah.
You
would never have to
understanding of the fact that you just woke up.
I can do the shooting of the arrows.
He looks to you, Belle. Miss Belle, is it okay if I learn how to make these arrows?
Of course you can. I want you to know that if you feel compelled to do anything, you can do as you feel. You do not need to ask me, especially if you're doing something to aid anybody in this party that is here right now. Everybody here only wants you to do the best that you can.
One of those days, I need
they
gifts
all
on
want
Twitch chat.
what's good for your well-being.
It would be so nice.
So if you want to make something for them, please do.
That's an awful lot of freedom.
Well, you are free.
Old mentalities die hard sometimes.
I understand.
And sometimes it's very reassuring to know that what I'm doing is okay. Because not knowing is how I got in trouble the last time.
And if you ever see us doing something that you want to learn, and if you're like, oh, like I want to learn how to do that, just ask us. And if we can teach you it, we absolutely will.
Okay. I'll try my best, Miss Dana. When you go to make an arrow, and you let me know, and I will watch and see if I can't make one as well.
Yeah, I'll have to look for supplies and stuff along the way to gather to make them. Which shouldn't be too difficult because I usually am picking dried like herbs and stuff to replenish my disguise kit as well. So I'll just have to be
disguise kit, you say?
Mm-hmm.
That I have made before.
Oh, you have?
Yes, I when I was very young, I was sold to a duchess, and she had all these powders and colors for her face and her body, and they were very expensive. So she had me make them for her to and to be fair, it was very fun. I like making colors, and I like making these things that change how people look, because everybody wants to be hidden sometimes.
I've at this point I've already like put on my disguise, so like my hands and my face and my neck are like the skin tone of like Belle or like Aurelia. But I wear like long sleeves and I have my bracers on, and I kind of pull up my sleeve and show Big Ups how like my arm is purple. And I'm just showing him, I'm like, I totally understand. I like to be hidden, especially on the surface. I much prefer to look different.
Oh, Miss Dana, I understand that sometimes people see what we look like and they think things that we're not. And for instance, people just assume that I'm a thief. And while I am sometimes, I'm not always a thief. If I could, may I make a suggestion?
Sure.
Do you wish to look like an elf or like a human?
Well, my ears are kind of hard to disguise, but I mean, all elves have pointy ears, so I usually just try to go for the looking like a normal, like, high elf kind of look.
Okay. I would recommend that you find some river silt. It's usually a whitish color. Add it to your powder, and it will come off looking more natural and be lighter on your skin, and it'll stay longer, so that like your average water, like except for rain, like sweat will not make it fall off.
Okay. Yeah, that's something that I've kind
It's
of
a
been
problem.
struggling with recently. Yeah, because we've been fighting a lot, and I get very sweaty, and it starts to come off after a while. I mean, us being in this like constant darkness, it hasn't been too big of an issue yet. But I'll definitely keep that in mind. I'll make a note of that for when I'm getting supplies to replenish my stuff.
Well, I learned a lot with Duchess L'Oreal, and that was one of the things, was keeping makeup where it's supposed to be, as long as it's supposed to be there. So
You're sure it wasn't Lady Revlon, Cloud? Damn.
Lady Maybelline Revlon.
Lady L'Oreal.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That lady was trying to get the London look.
She was born
Lady. Well, if it was expensive stuff, then her name was probably Lady Anastasia Beverly Hills. Very long name.
Mandy, what's the expensive makeup brand? I can't recall it right now. The one that Mom uses.
Lady Lancome.
That Lancome.
Lancome. Yeah.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. And Aurelia, by this time you've lit the hob that comes with your healer's kit, and there's a flame that is produced. You set the potion on there, and over the course of a minute or two, it begins to turn from this greenish swamp water colored liquid, into this very bright, vibrant red potion liquid. And it smells of grass at first, but then as it cooks, the smell changes from grass into flowers, and you know it is ready. And while Big Ups is talking to Dana and Zaragak, he's copying your movements deftly, not even looking at his hands anymore, just kind of like glancing over what you're doing every so often, and he replicates it perfectly. Shortly after your potion turns red, his starts to cook. And After a few minutes of finishing the conversation with Dana, it turns red as well, and he hands you another potion. Did I do it right?
You did it perfect. Thank you.
Excellent. Still got it.
Yes,
Nice.
you do. And I'm gonna go for a
Miss
high
Belle,
five.
Miss Belle, look, I made a thing.
Oh my gosh, it's perfect! You know what would make it better?
Not glitter.
Dana.
Glitter.
There it is.
Glitter would make it better.
Do you want to
I
put
won't
glitter
ruin
in
it. I won't ruin it. You did such a beautiful job.
I pull the potion away and I'm like, you can glitter your own.
Oh, come on. Little bit of glitter. It's okay. It's okay. I will ruin it. I won't. When it's my own creations, I'll just do it myself. But fine. Okay, no glitter. We're boring here.
I look at Big Ups and I go, oh, glitter.
But Miss Belle likes glitter. Miss Belle, do you make potions?
I only know how to make that one, kinda.
Can you make yours and I can watch you? And he hands the potion of healing back to Aurelia.
No glitter. No glitter.
So I make it, and at the very end, when I'm holding it up, I pull out just the tiniest amount of glitter from my pocket, and just because remember I split it in half. This isn't my pocket glitter.
Mhm.
This is the other half.
It's just like a pinch.
Yeah, I sprinkle just the tiniest amount of glitter in there, and then I pull out my perfume, and I'm like, this is the secret ingredient. Nobody knows about this one.
He leans in and, oh, is that hyacinth?
It is. You have a good nose.
I like flowers.
And then I just I pour the tiniest amount of perfume into the bottle, like a drop.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kind of just swish it around for a second, and I go, all right, now it's made.
So Aurelia, roll me an insight check.
Which bottle of wine?
Looks like Shell's
Both.
the DD. Yeah.
Just mail me one. I have half a bottle of wine. I might drink it.
So Aurelia, you notice that Belle actually makes a pretty decent potion of healing. And then as she adds, it's red, it's beautiful. She adds her perfume in and the glitter, and it turns pink with glitter. And it actually reduces the healing from 2d4 plus 2 down to 1 point of healing. But it smells amazing.
Shiny.
You know what? It was. I'm gonna say it was perfect.
Now it's perfecter.
It is. It's very pretty.
She's
Thank
Aurelia's
you.
very mess around, very fun, but when it comes to like healing and stuff, she's like, oh no.
Big Ups takes this is a little vial because it basically condenses with the perfume adding, and as you cook it, it kind of gets about 1/3 of the normal volume, and so it fits in this little vial. And he holds it up and he shakes it, and the little glitter inside swirls, and the pinkish liquid kind of like it looks like almost like a lotion, so thick. Hey, this is pretty. This is amazing. And he puts it up next to the light of your hob from your herbalism kit, Aurelia, and like it makes this pink light with glitters all over the wall. He goes, I like this one. Can I try?
Yeah.
He replicates your steps perfectly. And then he holds up the red potion, looks to Aurelia, and takes some of your perfume and drops a drop in and sprinkles in some glitter. He shakes it up, and it has the same exact effect. He goes, copied it? Is that perfect? Does it smell right?
That is perfect.
2 for 1.
Look at
2
how
for 2.
pretty, Aurelia.
There's like beads of sweat coming down Aurelia's forehead. Her eyes kind of like. She twitches.
I look over at Aurelia. I'll be like,
Help me.
I mean, I guess it's good that Lord gave me a healing arrow.
So Aurelia, add 2 potions of healing to your pack, and Belle add 2 potions of healing, kind of, to your pack.
Cool. And
Miss Dana, I'm going to work on helping you with your disguise kit. I have a whole like setup down here, so I'm gonna go work on that. If there's any differences you'd like, we should talk about it, because I mean, with your skin tone and like your cheek structure, we should probably look at some darker shades here to kind of like accentuate your Miss L'Oreal, she called it contouring. Might give your face some depth, which I feel will be very good for you.
Yeah, that's the one thing I've never been a big fan of with my like disguise kit is like it's all just one color.
Yeah, it's very flat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's good at covering up like the purple, but I feel like I look a little sickly.
Can I be honest with you?
Sure.
You look like you put your makeup on with a roller.
I'm gonna like laugh but try and cover it up with a cough. Like
I don't mean any offense, but honesty is honesty. So I'm gonna work on some darker shades for you so that you can look. It'll be more convincing, realistic. Which, as the DM, it would make your DC a lot lower to roll for your disguise kit.
Okay.
Should I do?
Love you. Make you loud.
Do you need me to like gather anything while we're on our travels for you to like make this stuff? I mean, I
Charcoal.
usually.
If you find charcoal, just drop it in the bag.
Okay.
I can do wonders with some charcoal. If you find any other kind of like pigment that you'd like, just drop it in the bag. I can probably make it.
Most of what I try to find is stuff that is has like yellow or pinks. I usually use clearly I use a lot of yellow because I know that it cancels out purple.
I'm gonna get excited and I'm gonna look at Big Ups and I'm be like, and we could get like colorful flowers for like pretty eyeshadows. And we could get things like that, and we could we could do her makeup and it would look really cool. And she's gonna be like, yes.
Does this mean you know how to make glitter?
I know how to make glitter.
Oh no.
Yes! Endless supply of pocket glitter!
I will give you this though, Miss Dana. This is something that I use to clean very delicate pieces of clockwork, because they come with like oils on them, so to keep them free moving. This is made. I learned this. And on the bottle it says Garnier, and it's makeup remover. You just put this on your skin. You don't want to hurt your skin after you take your makeup off. It's good to let it breathe every so often. So just dab a little bit of this on your skin, rub it around, be fine.
Okay, cool.
They have Miss L'Oreal, Duchess L'Oreal. She talked about these things called pores, and when they're clogged, apparently it's very bad, very bad.
Yeah, all of this makeup on my skin all of the time. It luckily I can get away with not having a bunch of breakouts and whatnot, but it definitely like my skin always feels very dry at the end of the day because of the makeup.
Understood. Well, I hope this helps. Is there anything else anybody else needs? Miss Dana, I probably need like a day or two.
Okay, yeah, no, take your time. It's no rush. I will continue to
things
apply
I didn't think I'd be doing today.
makeup.
Fair. That happens.
And it looks, at least it covers you up. So there's that. Can I take this arrow?
Yeah.
All right, removing an arrow from your inventory, and he's going to back over to Belle, and he's going to climb up on her shoulder. So much to do today. I like it.
Good. I'm glad. I will keep in mind that you like to be a little busy, and I'll, try to find some things for you to build if that's what you want.
Oh, otherwise, idle hands. Don't want idle hands.
Well, anytime you want to make glitter, you just tell me what you need.
I will have to look and see what's available to make glitter because the DM doesn't know.
Okay.
No, Big Ups knows how to make glitter. The DM does not.
Micah,
Fair.
And he's gonna, I'm going to take this arrow. Can I go back in my bag now?
Absolutely. And I open up the bag for him to jump into.
that's
He
all
says-
it would take.
looks at all of
That's
you.
what mineral it is.
Bye, guys.
Bye, big ups.
Jumps into his bag.
I reattach it to my hip, and then I look at Aurelia, and I'm like, Aurelia,
Cloud knows
I
more
think
about
we
makeup than I
need to
thought.
have a
Pleasantly
quick
surprised.
talk. Just a little curious about something. Do you have a sec?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so while I was in my little trance, I went and kind of visited home. I saw my mom. She showed me some things, some visions. It was really, really nice, to see her and learn some things about her. I did see something a little curious. Where are you from?
I don't know, actually. I was found by some humans in the forest one day, and they searched, but no one ever could find where I came from. So they raised me in the Temple of Pelor. So that's how I worship him and where I've gotten my ability from. So I don't know where I'm from.
I think I might
All
know
I know
where
is
you're
makeup
from.
kills dolphins. It's just a random factoid.
What?
I have a suspicion. I don't know if it's true. I don't know what to do with this information, but I figured I would tell you that I think we're cousins. We're related somehow. I think we have to be. I mean, look at us. I'm beautiful. You're beautiful. It makes sense. But on top of that,
At least that's what the
you
guy
look
on the corner told me.
strikingly close
Their little
to
bird is fucking crafty.
how
Yeah.
my aunt looks. Like, almost identical.
Also, I thought they were having a full party. They were supposed to. Peaches had
A lot
a
of information,
family
I
emergency.
know. Digest it as you feel.
Sign and
You
everything.
should.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to. I have no memory. Did you
I also
know me?
I think so, but it's strange because I do, but I don't.
I have a family?
You have a family. They are alive. And when we are done with our adventure, if you would like to return home with me,
Lex can't cry because I'll cry.
I would love nothing
I'm a
more than to
sympathetic
introduce
crier,
you,
that's not
but
fair.
I want to make sure that everything is what I think it is.
Absolutely.
She's already got me twice
but-
today.
Either way,
Yes.
you
Yes.
should come hang out with me sometime. But
Yeah.
uh,
Oh, we have a play date.
Uh,
Belle, you thinking back to the image of your aunt that you just saw, a lot of things start to make sense. The care lines in her face, the always slightly sad demeanor that she had, kind of fits now.
Why are we
She
crying?
never talked about it.
Because Aurelia has a family.
She didn't talk about much else besides taking care of your mother. But her countenance, her personality, her appearance always was sad, like something was missing. And now you think it kind of makes sense.
yeah, I just kind of take Aurelia's hand and I just look at her and I'm like, I know I joke a lot. I know that I'm not always the most serious person, but I want you to know that this is not a joke. This is serious. I really think that you are my cousin. I think that I don't know how you got lost, I don't know specifics. I don't know anything. All I know is I know my aunt. I've seen her.
It's a trap.
I know her demeanor. And I know that she seems to be missing something. And I think it is you.
I'm not looking.
Family?
Aurelia, as this possibility is spoken to you,
Emotions?
Pelor's warmth washes over you, and this little ember of hope in your heart, you feel it's protected. And almost as if Pelor is allowing you to experience this very safely.
I have a mom. I have a cousin. I have a family. And they're alive.
And you...
Holy shit.
You are very loved. My aunt has never spoken to me about this. Nobody has. But I can see it. You are very loved.
I'm so sorry.
Scrapsula was slaughtered.
In the chat.
Yeah, I did too.
I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to laugh.
Sometimes you have to not look at chat. That's I can't sometimes.
I just glanced over, and I literally had just glanced over. I'm just gonna like kind of take a moment and be like, oh wow, this is a lot, but I'm happy. I hope my reaction doesn't make you think that way. I am in a little bit of shock because I've spent my whole life kind of in this fog, not knowing where I came from. And knowing that I can have an answer to that now. It's really cool.
As you guys are talking back and forth, Zaragak, you're kind of often on the other side of the mausoleum, just getting your stuff ready for the day. And while you don't understand this tie to family, because it's your tribe is your family, so as long as there's the tribe, you're
Maybe
okay.
Black
You're not necessarily
Dragon
tied to
can
a
help.
mother or father. It's like a village.
You
It takes a
already-
village kind of a deal.
Ooh.
And these customs of
2 barbs
these
and a black dragon.
fairer folk are confusing to you, but you see that it's...
Questionable
Well,
shit for the
let's
main
find out what you see. Roll me an
adventures.
insight check.
Compromising morals?
While he's doing this, I want to start like, all of a sudden once it starts like hitting me, I'm like jumping up and down and I'm just holding my hands and I'm like,
You realize that this, although she's crying, she's happy, which is also weird. Half orcs don't cry.
And
They'd
a small
rather
buddy.
die.
Yes, very small
But
buddy.
you see that it's something
Battle buddy.
important, and you start to wonder, like, well, let's see, a tribe is just a group of beings together for a common goal that look out for each other. Your tribe exiled
Kill
you
things that killed your
for
family
what you are.
and feed black dragon. Fair.
Maybe this is something that you could
I can't
latch
fucking
onto
wait for triple
and
barb night. It's gonna be legendary.
possibly find a new tribe if they're good enough.
Yeah, I think they're good enough.
and in the excitement, I'm gonna grab Zaragak's arm and yank him into a group hug, and I'm gonna grab Dana before she can run away because I grabbed Zaragak first. And get her into the middle of the group hug and just start jumping and be like,
Last time we had a group hug, somebody died.
That's what I don't like about this.
and then I'm gonna stop mid jump back and be like, oh shit.
I look over at
Oh my God.
Zaragak. I'm like, do you understand why they're crying?
No clue.
I feel like Drow don't really cry much either.
I'm incapable.
Also would rather die.
And it's just
Hey,
like these like high
I
pitched
am not crying, okay? I'm not crying.
Oh, the lore.
It's just
I
high
made
pitched
for this one
ramblings
shot.
of
We'll never be
Aurelia
discovered.
going,
No,
"We're cousins,
it's
we're
all just
cousins, I have a
destroyed.
mom. We're cousins, we're cousins, I have a mom."
As she
Also,
talks, her
never
voice
told.
goes higher and higher until
Some
it's
people push their
basically
life.
only dogs can hear her because she's so high pitched. She's
Yeah, no,
really
because
happy.
barbs. Fair.
And as you guys end the group hug and collect your things and start to get ready to branch forth for the day,
Why guinea pigs?
If you look at the
Eight.
chat, Trigger has a hotkey, and it just spawned T's over and over and over. Like, oh, I was wondering why you were an angry guinea pig. You're so then I couldn't do the happy sound, so I asked
That's
you to do it.
still like in my family because we grew up with guinea pigs around all the time. You can like talk with my mom, and it's totally a chick thing, but like when you're like side-eyeing because somebody's doing something stupid or whatever, and you're having that private conversation with a really close friend or family, my mom will still be like, oh my god, and just she will tell you that person is shitty because of angry guinea pig noises. It's really bad.
I love the little whoop 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 whoop. Whoop, whoop. It's like also a similar noise that bunnies make too, I think.
I just love
They
that
make good
the
fish.
bunnies stamp their feet when they're pissed.
They just like me for real.
It's
Really-
so much
and
part
how
of their
aggressive is it?
personality. I've added it to my bunny when she does stuff like if she gets really annoyed, she stamps her feet at them.
It's like Thumper in Bambi.
Mm-hmm. Because
love
there's
that.
hold on, where is it? Let me see if I can find it here.
You don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all.
It's that one. That's like my favorite GIF. That when I think about Letter.
Oh yeah.
You do that
Oh,
quite
yep.
often.
Mm-hmm. Just annoyed, stamping her feet.
Okay. So, with some reluctance, you guys exit what was the tomb of Jarl Jared and is now a very homey mausoleum to your fallen comrade, Merdy.
Bingus, Bongus,
Zaragak,
Talon, how are
as
you
the last
doing?
of your party leaves, you close the massive stone doors,
Why would Letter ever be
and
annoyed? I
the
have
grinding
no
of the
idea.
stone ceases
Are
as
you
they
excited
close,
for your
and
soon
this loud
birthday, sir? Like,
sound
it's Tuesday,
has
right?
an echo
Tuesday.
finality as the door latches shut. You turn and
Doing
begrudgingly
meh,
begin
but we
to
vibing. Why meh? What's
walk
up?
back down the hunter's path,
I'm not. Have you just been working
leaving
a
her in the
lot?
distance. Zaragak, you make a mental note of the location of this mausoleum, just in
About to
case.
ask if we had any map or anything.
You have one in your head.
Mark. Okay.
You're fairly good with locations and distance, being a barbarian, but you grew up in, or you came of age in the wilderness after your clan exiled you. You've become very good at remembering locations and how to get back to them.
Not able to stream game for 2 or 3 days because
You're very much that
room
guy
is
that's like, how do I
being
get to the
renovated.
Walmart? And then you say, well, you go down to the street, make
Well,
a right at the
hopefully once it's
Texaco,
done, that'll be
make a left
good,
at the grocery store, and you're
right?
there.
I have
You don't
no
know
map.
street names.
As we're walking, Belle and Orelial are like walking in front of me, and I kind of wait for Zaragak to catch up after he closes the door. And I lean over to him. I'm like, "Do you visit when all of this is done? Do you think we'd be able to like find this place?"
I can find it.
I feel like it would be nice to pay our respects before we leave this plane. So I doubt we'll be here for.
I agree.
As you continue down the path, the trees begin to look more, I want to say, corrupted. Instead of having nice straight trunks, they're twisted and gnarled, and the branches, the lower ones have no leaves, and they're like they kind of spindle out from the trunk and end in these points of wood. And as you keep walking, more and more of them appear to as such. What did I do? There we go. Over the course of the next hour or two, you plod along the path, feeling very much rested, and although sad, you can't help but feel more invigorated since your spells are back. Trigger, your ability to rage is returned, and it's comforting. Even though it's angry, it's something that is it's your safety net. It's what keeps you alive. Your anger. walking through the forest, it's once again, to those of you who grew up in nature, which is just about all of you but Aurelia, the absence of the animal sounds and bug sounds is still very disconcerting. A silent forest is never a good omen. These are usually epicenters of life, of all kinds of kingdom and phylum of fauna and flora, and there's no noise at all. The only thing you can hear is the wind whipping through the tops of the trees. For about 2 hours, the road twists continually among the thick cover of trees. The canopy is so dense that it would still be dark even if the moon and stars were present. To those more aware of the sounds of the extended night, the absence of bird calls and insects heralds something unusual in the darkness. And as you get to this point, you begin to hear little whisperings of, there they are, over there, keep an eye, don't lose sight. And you hear, everybody roll me a perception check. So everybody but Belle. You hear the pitter patter of little feet, and not the good kind. As they skitter back and forth in the tree line to the left and right of the path. Zaragak, you think you see a small creature with a long nose move from one tree trunk to another, and then you lose sight and back on. 4. There's only 4. There was 5. Why is there 4? What is 4? I don't know what is 4. And
I was gonna say, I'm gonna pull out just my mace a little bit and just kind of have it at my side while I'm listening, because I can hear.
Do I see her do that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I kind of start getting myself on the ready then.
Would that be including casting mage armor?
Yes.
I was gonna say I'm gonna lean over to her and be like, things in the woods. Not quite sure what they are yet, but just kind of play it cool at the moment.
I have a question.
I'm just gonna look at my mace and pretend I'm just examining it.
Sorry, Mike. Okay,
I saw that.
I kind of as we're walking, I would like to cast Primeval Awareness.
Okay, and what does that do?
So you can use your action and spend 1 ranger spell slot to focus your awareness on the region around you. For 1 minute per level of the spell slot you expend, you can sense whether the following types or creatures are present within 1 mile of you, or within up to 6 miles, or if you are in your favored terrain. Would this count as favored terrain for me, even though it's a different plane? It's still the forest?
If you picked forest as your favorite terrain, then yes, it would still count.
Okay. So the types of creatures that I can sense are aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. This feature doesn't reveal the creature's location or... So I can tell what type they are, but I can't tell how many.
These are none of those things.
Oh.
Okay.
So you reach out and you feel, instead of feeling humanoids, or not humanoids, but any of those creatures, you feel the corruption of this forest is dark, and it's been present for a very long time. This isn't newly corrupted. Being that your favorite terrain is the forest, you would see the countenance of the trees and their appearance and feel there's magic that's corrupting this forest. But that's all you feel. I will share the screen or share the map. And you hear, like I said, to the left and the right of you, the pattering of footsteps and the whispers back and forth. And then you hear a small voice, oh, they're here. And they switch, speaking to Undercommon. So we get the drow first. That's what they said. Yes, the drow first. And then we get the rest of them. Yes, exactly. This is going to go perfect.
Can we still hear this?
Mm-hmm. You can't. Well, everybody hears the whispering, but you understand it.
I'm gonna lean back to Dana and be like, "What the fuck?"
Is there where someone dies? Or is this where someone dies?
Okay.
I'm assuming that's what you mean.
Keep in the middle a bit. If they're gonna have to get to you, they're gonna have to go through us.
Mm-hmm.
And a very different voice speaks out. And the trap is set. Execute. Now. In Undercommon. And everyone roll me for initiative.
In it.
In it. I thought I fixed that. 1 second.
God damn it.
Now one for the bard. Shit. Yeah.
Doesn't matter who you are in mind. It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter what your name is.
Well, I think
it doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter what her name was.
There we go. That's better. Mm-hmm.
Ain't that some shit? Basically.
Let's see. Looking for guys. You see those step out of the shadows. They look. The one that spoke to execute the trap looks like this.